Hello everyone and welcome back to the Kenny Wallace Show on this Monday night. Man, breaking news in the garage area and we're going to get right to it. But first, remember, we are brought to you by JEGS, the leader in high-performance aftermarket car parts. Remember to go to jegs.com for everything you need to fix your hot rod up. All right, everybody, I've got a list right here. This is what has happened today, only on Monday. We did a couple earlier, but there is so much action going on that we got to get right to it. All right, Jordan Bianchi was the first that I saw reported on it. Nice little video showing Michael Jordan, Denny Hamlin, dressed up in a really nice suits walking into the courthouse. Wow. All right. So the judge said he's going to rule this Friday. If election day is not big enough, we're going to be waiting on this Friday. So all the teams are going to be out in Phoenix for the grand finale, the championship race. But don't you know that everybody is going to be paying attention to the judge's ruling? He is going to judge. Now, let me get this right, because, you know, the Herminator does his best. And, of course, you all know everything. You're quick to point anything out that I say wrong. Last time I said it right, but I got it. I didn't do my verbiage right. I'll apologize if I get it wrong. But let's say what they're going to rule on. The judge is going to rule on the injunction. The injunction means that 2311 in front row want everything to keep going normally until they settle this lawsuit. Now, you go ahead and respond right here because I'm an open book. Kenny Wallace Show and all Kenny Wallace social media likes to lay the platform out. There is no other platform in racing like mine, especially on social media. So you all can say what you want to say and everybody's going to see it. So this Friday, the judge is going to rule whether to grant the injunction. Now, they say it was a spirited battle. This is what they're reporting. I believe Jeff Gluck. Go on Jeff Gluck's site on X, and he said it was a spirited battle. So I assume NASCAR and 2311 in front row, I think their attorneys were going at it. But that's the way it ought to be. Just because people have spirited battle don't mean they hate each other. So how is the judge going to rule? Is he going to go, hey, while this is going on, 2311 in front row, they get to operate as normal. They get to keep their charter system. That's really what this is about. 2311 in front row, they asked for an injunction. They want to keep their charter. They want everything to go as normally until this court case is decided. Now, if I said it wrong, I don't care. I don't care. Respond right here. I know it makes you all feel good. Herminator got muscles. Ooh, well, damn. I ain't then. Okay, Christopher Bell today. This is the second one. Christopher Bell lit it up. I mean, it's drama in the garage area. No doubt. Not Herminator, don't exaggerate. I don't exaggerate. Christopher Bell says, looks like we needed to have a bow tie. Well, this is a loaded one because Christopher Bell shows a picture of him and Joe Gibbs saying, we needed a bow tie. Because what he's referring to is the Chevrolet boys shepherd. Shepherd means, you know, like you're taking sheep, you're shepherding them in to the corral. So what he's referring to, what Christopher Bell's referring to is Ross Chastain on the outside, Austin Dillon on the inside, kept everybody back, while William Byron, they shepherded him to the start-finish line. So, in other words, Christopher Bell felt that Toyota was outnumbered and they needed more Toyota teammates. So he basically made a neat comment, and Christopher Bell says, we needed more bow ties. All right, so that is number two. Number three, I haven't talked to Ricky Craven in a long time. I'm just giving him a shout out. You need to go to Facebook and see Ricky Craven's incredible post. He starts the video out with his Martinsville clock in the background. Oh, like I'm pointing to my silver button here. That's yours. Thank you all, everybody. You are the ones that put that silver button there from YouTube. That means we have over 100,000 subscribers. I've never really pointed it out, but that's all yours. Thank you all very much. It's you. But Ricky Craven stands in front of his Martinsville clock. 23 years ago to this day, he won. And Ricky was very passionate. But the reason I bring this up, now respond right here. Ricky Craven says this: Austin Dillon and Ross Chastain need to sit out a race. Ricky Craven says Ross Chastain and Austin Dillon should not be able to race next week because they held the field back on purpose so Brad Keselowski and other drivers could not continue to race. So I thought that was worth talking about. That's what Ricky Craven said, and he won Darlington, he won Martinsville, and I like Ricky Craven. It was a tragedy when ESPN shut down and Ricky never went back into TV because this guy is theoretical. He's very smart, very well educated, uses all the real estate terms when he's explaining. He's using the word equity because he's a real estate guy. He goes, I got a lot of equity in this sport. It means you paid in. So equity in a home means you have money invested in your home. Okay, so check out Ricky Craven on Facebook. All right, this is the big one. Number 3, NASCAR says there are more penalties coming. Wow. NASCAR on X announced at around 1 o'clock. NASCAR says we are looking at more, and we believe. Now listen, they didn't say there's more penalty coming, but they made a post. So NASCAR basically says, now I'm phrasing this, NASCAR didn't say it like this, but basically there's more penalties coming. So I'm going to take a shot at this. I'm going to say, this is my opinion. NASCAR is in the studios now. They have their own TV building down there. It's across from the Concord Regional Airport, right where I used to live for 27 years. I know right where it's all taking place. The new NASCAR building, they have all the digital cameras, all the sound. They own it. So they're going to be able to break it down. What they're going to figure out is, number 1, I think here's what's going to happen. Now, listen, don't get mad at me. Stop. We're having fun here. All right, I think they're going to penalize Team Trackhouse and Ross Chastain. Yes? No? Because, Ross got the team owners right at the last minute. He was going to pass Austin Dillon and William Byron on the outside, and all of a sudden, so I think my prediction is Team Trackhouse and Ross Chastain are going to receive penalties. I also believe the exact same thing is going to happen to Richard Childress, RCR, and Austin Dillon. They manipulated the outcome of the race, and if you go on X right now, Bob Pockras has all the rules. It's right there. I don't want to hear it. Stop. I don't want to hear it. There are rules out there. We've talked about this. NASCAR's got clear rules out there. If they catch you on the radio and there's proof that you messed in, if you manipulated racing, they're going to do something about it. So don't say you don't like it. I get it. None of us like it. But what's the rules? So if NASCAR does get consistent with the rules, like did Seabell ride the wall? Well, hell yeah, he rode the wall. As they say, Ray Charles can see that. But that's that. Okay. You may not like the rules, but they are the rules. Now, we're going to end like this. Well, what about Bubba Wallace in 2311? I believe that if NASCAR feels like Bubba Wallace pulled over and they got it on radio and they know it, then they're going to penalize him too. Now, I'm going to end like this. We just got done with Denny Hamlin on actions detrimental. Go look at it. It is a little short that Dirty Mo Media put out. Denny Hamlin said, I want to put one thing to rest right now. Toyota has never, ever given us team orders. Not even at Daytona or Talladega. I'm having a little fun now. That's like, hey, Denny, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. Okay, Denny watches all this. I love you, brother. But I believed in him. I believe him. But I had to crack a joke at that. Okay, everybody, that's the news. That's the news. Don't make me repeat myself. Number one, the judge is going to rule on the injunction. Christopher Bell said he needed more help. He needed more bow ties. Ricky Craven said that Austin Dillon and Chastain need to be penalized a race. He said set out a race. NASCAR said there's more penalties coming. And I told you who I think they're going to be. I think it's going to be Ross Chastain, Austin Dillon, and their car owners. I think are going to receive penalties. Woo! This was an emergency Kenny Wallace show. All right, everybody. Brian Shirley tomorrow on Tuesday for Kenny Conversation. If you don't know who Brian Shirley is, he's one of the winningest dirt racers of all time. Herminator, I show love to the dirt racers. They love me. I do as much dirt racing as I do asphalt, but I think a lot more asphalt. See you next time. And remember, we are in podcast form. Check us out on iTunes and Spotify, but not for long. Starting November 13th, you will catch all Kenny Conversations over there on Dale Jr. and Mike Davis's Dirty Mo Media platform. Pretty soon, all podcasts for the Kenny Conversations will be over on Dirty Mo Media. Until next time, see you then.